Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video, and again I'm playing with Dina's brand new release, the Neon Scribble Sticks. Today I'm going to play in the large craft journal, and I'm starting off with a layer of black gesso. So I guess in these videos that I'm going to be sharing, I just kind of want to show ways that you can really showcase the neon scribble sticks, ways that you can really make them pop. And against black on your background, they are going to really shine. And I decided I was going to create a kind of loose sort of style graffiti page using a face image and then just freestyle writing some letters using the neon scribble sticks. So I started off with the black gesso, gave that a dry, and then I'm using the pensive face stencil. As you know, one of my all-time favourite faces. I think it's so graphic and expressive. It's so easy to use. Going in with some white, purely for the contrast that gives against the black background. Using a blending tool to pop the paint through the stencil. Again, being careful not to have too much paint on my blending tool. So I'm just making sure that it goes into the areas where there's quite fine detail, whilst trying to make sure it doesn't bleed underneath. Okay, so then because it's a bit disconnected, I just want to connect it to the top of my page and to the bottom as well. So now I'm going to go in with the neon scribble sticks, and on my laptop screen I had an inspiration of a sort of graffiti style font that I was using to copy, basically, so that I could get the shapes of the letters. I didn't draw any guidelines for my letters, I just went straight in and did it. If you are not so confident doing that, then you can just as easily draw lines where you want your words to go. And then I was just kind of freestyling, pressing on quite hard. You can see the table was rocking a little bit. But yeah, I wanted this to have quite a loose feel. So it was quite an easy page to do in that sense. Certainly if you're not confident doing this, then you could draw through a stencil using the scribble sticks as well. So now I've got those words in place, I decided I would write the word stronger using a white Posca pen. Again, just working on the contrast, and also because it was easier to fit it into that space. So I did try writing the word stronger using the scribble sticks and couldn't fit it in. So because the black gesso was dry on the background, I was able to wipe that off and can kind of go back in with the Posca pen. So now I'm just using a water brush and I'm just kind of moving the pigment around a little bit. I just wanted to see how it would play on the background with a bit of water activation on it, and it's so easy to move those colours around, and it gives a kind of softer look. So this was quite a nice thing to try out. So now you can see that that face is really, really stark against the rest of the page. So there are some techniques I'm going to show you next of how you can kind of blend that in and make that feel, just push it away a little bit more into the background, make it feel a bit less in your face. So once I've finished water activating these letters, then give it a quick dry, just to make sure that I don't stick my arm in it and smudge it everywhere, which is one of my favourite tricks. I'll show you how I just make that face come a bit more, I don't know, just like sit a bit more comfortably on the page. So I've grabbed a piece of Dina Wakley Collage tissue paper. This is one that's got the black on it with some white writing. So I picked this one because I knew that it would blend quite nicely with my background. And here I'm just tearing some small pieces off, and I'm going to add these across the image. Now this just blends some of those edges and brings a bit more, some of the dark from the background onto the face image. So you can see it's starting to push that backwards a little bit, but you can still see the face, you can still see what it is. So just kind of tearing quite small pieces and adding them on till I feel that the page is nice and balanced. I think I just add one more piece up at the top, and I'm quite happy with around the bottom with how that had worked. So then once that's dry, then you can go in with some stamping. Text stamping is quite a good way to kind of blend those edges and just kind of, I don't know, layering the collage paper and the stamping together, you create that really nice blended feel. And techniques like this are great for helping to play with the push and pull of images on your page. So now I'm just going in with my Shoot for the Stars text stamp, and you can see I'm stamping over the top of the tissue paper, and that just softens that a little bit. So the face, you can still see it's a face, but it's now pushing backwards a little bit. I've also added some dotty stamps, and then I decided I would go around the letters using a white pen. So this is a Life of Colour pen. I tried with my Signo Uniballs, but they weren't behaving, so I decided I would go in with this Life of Colour pen instead. And you can see that really pops those letters out. Not only that, it kind of connects with the image on the white face. It's starting to pull the page together. So I'm not actually drawing on top of the scribble stick here. I am outlining outside of it because pens, Posca pens, paint pens don't always work too happily on the scribble sticks. I don't know, just something about the mediums that don't like mixing. So I'm just going around, not on the colour that's there. And I'm really liking how those neon colours, that nice pop of colour on the page, works really well. So that was pretty much it for this page. That was how it came together. A nice easy one really, because there's not many things going on, but actually it's created quite a layered look. Goodness, can't speak. So just with that black background, those neon colours really pop against it, and having that graphic white face on there too works really nicely. So I've also added some neon yellow splatters to finish off, and that's it, job done. So come back tomorrow for more inspiration using Dina's brand new neon scribble sticks.